Welcome guys, I hope you're having a great day so far. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot read here. So we'll see what message comes forward for you guys from the universe today. This is the deck I'm getting pulled to, so I don't have the letters or numbers out. They weren't calling to me today, so I feel like the messages that come forward are going to be clear enough for somebody to know whether this is meant for them or not. Let's see. So we have deep knowing. Round and round. New life. Some sort of a cycle. Somebody was going through some sort of a cycle or some sort of a pattern. I do feel a sort of breaking free from this, especially with the new life, a fresh start. So you're breaking free of an old pattern, open to the new. Observer. Message in a bottle. I'll tell you too. Observer. I keep feeling a tie to this cycle though. Whatever this cycle was from the past, I don't know if this has to do with another energy, like another person or relationship, but I keep feeling a tie. I think you're getting watched. Like somebody's keeping track of your progress, somebody's keeping track of what you're doing. Observer message in a bottle. And I think you're gonna hear from this person. I don't know if they've gotten a hold of you yet. I don't feel like they have. I feel like still anticipation. So when I get that vibe, that tells me that this is still to come in the future. I think this person is going to be trying to get a hold of you. Trying to get a hold of you and perhaps even draw you back into the cycle because they were a part of what you broke away from. I know they're attached to that piece of things that was left behind. Go the distance. Go the distance. I feel a lot of encouragement in that card to trust your intuition and to stick with your deep knowing. There is a piece of you that knows that whatever that cycle was something that wasn't good for you. I don't know if you would be tempted to sort of get back into whatever it was, depending on who this other energy was and what they mean to you. But I keep feeling this, like, be true to the journey. Be true to the journey that you've taken, which is breaking free of this cycle. It is looking in a very forward, positive way. Truth be told, being true to yourself. Be very true to yourself. Be very honest with yourself too. This person coming back, I keep feeling like whatever they say to you is the thing that might tempt you to come back. Like they talk a good game, whoever this is. I don't know if there were issues between you and whoever this person was, and now they're going to come back and say, you know, I've fixed whatever that was, or I'm different now, I've changed. I keep getting this deep knowing. So deep down inside, you're going to know whether this person is being honest with you. You're going to have that little voice, and I'll tell you too, that little voice might not jive with what your heart wants. Your heart might want it to be true, depending on what the situation was with you. But that little voice is going to tell you, It's going to encourage you to go the distance, to stay true to this new path that you've started, this new journey, breaking free of this cycle. You're going to have a decision to make, especially this fork in the road. I get a pretty heavy meaning off of that fork in the road card. This decision that you make when this person comes back around, trying to pull you back into the cycle, I feel like whatever choice you decide on, whether it's to sort of go back and revisit that, or whether it's to keep moving away and moving forward, I got told the word cycle. So it's going to set the tone for another cycle for you. Cycles, I'll tell you, it might not, but they can last 5 to 10 years. So you need to be careful sort of what decision you make here. Weigh your options carefully. Trust your deep inner knowing and really look at the truth of the situation and of who this person was, who you were dealing with in the past. I'd also say, especially with this Imagine card, it definitely speaks to being able to think about what it is you truly want in life. You know, if say this was a romantic relationship, take a step back and think on what it is you really truly want in a partner. You know, what are those most meaningful core values to you? What is it that you need to be happy with somebody by your side, you know, for the long term? Does this person possess that? Have they showed you with their behavior in the past that they possess those qualities? Be honest. Be honest. Is that who they are? I think you're going to find truth within that too. And breathe. A yang too, to be fair. Not for you. Yeah. I keep getting everything about whatever this past was. It was an unhealthy cycle. It was an unhealthy cycle. It wasn't going to give you what you need. It wasn't going to give you what you want. It's not for you card is all about sometimes we're blessed with the things that don't work out for us. And I think this is one of them. I got to tell you guys, and that might not be the answer that somebody's looking to hear, but it is what the cards are saying, to be fair. But the thing is, this new journey, embracing this new journey, being true to it, going the distance. I keep feeling balance, bringing balance back. I feel like the serendipity card ties to it as well. Everything happens for a reason. It all sort of takes us on the path in which we're meant to go. And sometimes one little thing in life can lead to another, and it kind of seems like luck or dumb luck, but it's not. It's actually the fate getting involved. It's the universe getting involved. It's our destined path. It's everything happens for a reason. And I have this anticipatory feeling that there's something here. There's something bigger here. And I don't know if the cards will tell me about what it is, but I do feel like it speaks to going the distance and choosing yourself in this journey. Choosing to be true to you, choosing to listen to your deep knowing, and to be deeply honest with yourself about what the situation was in the past and what it does and does not have to offer you for a future. And if you can do that, I feel like serendipity starts playing a role in things. And I do feel change is coming. Oh, that glitters. Yeah. It's very important to pay attention to what something is. And sometimes that speaks to a someone as well. So not who you think that this person could be if they changed, if they did this, if they did that, but more along the lines of who they actually are and what you're seeing, what's right in front of your face, the actions that's taking place, and that really hard truth. I keep feeling this need to reflect on the hard truth of what it is. I think that's where you're going to find your answer when this person shows back up. And I gotta tell you too, it speaks to your new path. It speaks to this new journey. It speaks to your going the distance and this new sense of doing for yourself. Looking after yourself, putting your own needs first, and being really real about what it is you need and making hard choices. Time to go. Yeah, I just keep seeing the past is the past. The past is the past. Everybody comes together for a reason. We're not always meant to stay in each other's lives. And I feel like this piece of things obviously was meant to come to fruition, but then it was meant to stop and for your journey to move in a different direction. And that's what's going on. Your journey is moving in a different direction to the sea. And I keep feeling like this is your journey. This is your journey by yourself. It does not include whatever this energy was from the past. This is about you. But this will be your choice to make, because this person, whoever this person is and whatever the situation was, this person wants to come back in. This person has been observing you, and this person wants to come back. They will be messaging you in some way, shape, or form, looking to pull you back into another cycle. I need a tarot deck. That's the one I'm getting pulled to. I'm going to move that guy over there. So, Spirit, can you please clarify this read for the collective? What is going on here? 8 of Wands. There we go. There's communication. Here's communication. King of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. I keep feeling not wanting you to get away. Somebody doesn't want you to get away. They see... I don't know if this was like a parting ways to prove a point or something, and then it kind of backfired, and somebody realizes that you're just moving on, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted to begin with. I was doing this as some kind of, I don't know, like I said, to prove a point or some kind of power trip. because I get this, well, I don't actually want to walk away, and I don't actually want you to walk away. And it's like, oh shit, that's not what I wanted to happen. So I feel them coming back. Feel them coming back. They want to pull you back into another cycle. They want you to still be a part of things here. Bring me more clarification, Tarot. The Wheel. They don't want you to take up with a new energy. That's what's going on here. They don't want you to start anything new with a new energy. They just see, but I keep getting this. I'm reaching out to their energy. I'm like, hey, well, do they want long-term commitment? What is this person all about? What are they? What are their intentions? But I keep getting like a blank. So I don't feel like they have any kind of plan for the future. They don't have any kind of plan beyond pulling you back into this. And then after that, it's just sort of like, oh, we'll see where it goes, or falling back into old cycles. Like they don't have any kind of a real vision for the future, whoever this person is. And the King of Swords is representing them. So swords can represent an air sign. This could be a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. I feel like can't deal with emotions, doesn't know how to talk about emotions, very emotionally shut off, can feel like they're really cold, sometimes a real cold fish. Right, fighter. I keep feeling like it ties into how you guys parted ways, like to prove a point. It was to prove a point. There was some sort of a game or a purpose behind it, but it wasn't meant to actually be this parting of ways. I don't know if they did it to get you to come crawling back or some kind of BS. But you were just like, well, I guess it's over. And then you're like, okay, well, here we go. And now I'm moving on to a new chapter. And they're like, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. But like I said, I can't feel any vision for the long term with this person and what they're thinking. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they don't give to a relationship either. You got kind of left doing all the giving, doing all the work, always pushing, always trying to invest, and they didn't give nothing back. This person just didn't. I don't know if they can. I don't know what their deal is. I feel a lot of emptiness there, especially to do with emotions. Recognizing their own emotions, sorting through their own emotions, expressing their own emotions. I don't know if this person just doesn't know how to do it. It's kind of what it feels like. They can't. They don't see it. They don't see that that's a thing. They don't see that it's a problem. To them, it's like their way of being is normal. Their way of being is normal. I keep seeing if you're going to find this wish fulfillment for the future, if you're going to find the happiness that you desire, if you're going to find the balance and the even give and take in a relationship with somebody, it's not going to be with somebody from the past. Your best bet lies in the future. I keep seeing this independence, to keep taking this journey by yourself. It's very important to have this time by yourself, building yourself up. And death and rebirth, just like the regeneration card. It's the same thing. This is a time for change for you. This is a time for healing. It's a time for change. The 9 of Swords. Let me grab a few more. Tarot, can you give me some more clarification what this 9 of Swords is all about? And the message in this read. Ace of Cups. I keep getting this message too. Don't worry about this piece of your life. Like, just because this one didn't work out with the King of Swords doesn't mean that there isn't somebody for you in the future. That's especially when I was getting this, things coming back into balance and serendipity coming into play by you sort of going the distance, by you being true to the healing journey and being true to yourself. I keep feeling like divine timing will come into play, and whoever you're actually meant to be with is just going to come your way. That you guys are going to cross paths, but there has to be space for them. So this one from the past who doesn't belong cannot be taking up space in your life. Any kind of hurt or heartache or ties to those sorts of things can't be taking up space in your life. This is a time for you to love yourself, to love life, to make choices that have you in mind, and to build your life for you. This Queen of Pentacles, she has beautiful energy. She has like this awesome self-confidence and this self-love. She's somebody very smart, very capable, very grounded, stable, looking to build towards the future. This is someone with vision. This is someone with vision, someone who looks to the future, who looks for planning, who invests their time and their efforts with purpose. With purpose of something paying off, which is what you did with the King of Swords. But this King of Swords, he just lacks that vision. He lacks that looking to the future. He lacks that ambition. I can't put my finger on why. I just keep feeling like that's normal to him. Or he feels like it's normal. In the process, I think it drained you because you're somebody who is giving. You're somebody who is kind. You're somebody who is nurturing. And you put so much effort into trying to make this come to fruition because that's kind of what you're all about, right? Building, growing, nurturing, and looking to the future, having vision, having goals. And so you kept putting in and putting in and putting in. And this person just kept taking and doing nothing to contribute. They haven't changed. They haven't changed. They just want to pull you back in for another cycle. They just like having you around because you do all the work. You make things comfortable for them. I keep getting that comfortable. You make it comfortable and easy for them to stay in the rut. I'm sorry, that's because they're naturally a taker and you're naturally a giver. What you need is somebody else who's naturally a giver. You need that balance, right? That Six of Pentacles, the even give and take, the reciprocity, the Empress card. And I do feel like this is your Empress journey. I don't feel like it's really like deep, heavy grief about what this is that you've been through, but I do feel like it still weighs on you. Not as heavy as some though, because I feel like you're still very forward thinking. You're a very forward thinking person. So even now you're thinking, where am I going from here? Instead of focusing on the past, where I've been. I can't shake where I've been. I'm not looking anywhere else. I'm just looking to that piece of things and how much it hurt. I see that piece is being dealt with still. You're still sorting through it. You're still healing. But you're looking to, where do I go next? You're looking to, where do I invest in next? Because you're always looking for that stability. You're always looking to build. You got a beautiful quality about you. So you're looking for that balance and somebody who likes to be grounded and have their feet under them. That's very earthy energy. Another Fool card. And the Four of Cups. And I'll tell you this too, because I do feel like somebody, I don't even like saying it out loud because it's so not true, but I feel like somebody feels like they were a bit of a fool for putting in as much effort as they did for as long as they did without somebody giving back. It's never foolish to love. It is never foolish to love. It's never foolish to have this vision and to want to put effort into something and to grow it. It's not. So don't allow that to stop you from moving forward in the future or being open in the future as well. Not everybody is like this King of Swords. Really early on in this read, right next to the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles popped out. Right next to, he's in between the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. Your Wheel of Fortune's changing and an even give and take. You have somebody who will come forward in your life and offer you that balance. Your energy has come forward in the Queen of Pentacles. So this is that match. This is that match. This is somebody who is just as grounded as you are, somebody who values stability, who values vision, who values investing for the future and looking to build for the future. That's why I kept feeling this, like, don't worry. Don't worry about what the future holds. Don't worry about this piece of things. That will come when it's meant to. But you have to concentrate on healing your heart, releasing this piece of the past, and keep looking in that forward way. And living for yourself. Living for yourself is the most important thing. Don't put your life on hold for somebody from the past because maybe they'll come back. Don't put your life on hold because maybe somebody might come forward in the future and you don't know how it's going to happen. The best thing that you can do is to just live your life for you. Because as long as you're doing that, you stay open to whatever comes your way. The Nine of Wands. on the Hermit card. And it's okay to take time. It's okay to take time with the intention of being single, with taking time by yourself, with looking after yourself, and just doing for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that too. And if that's where you need to be, do it. Absolutely do it. If you feel like that's the right thing to do, then do it. Because like I said, divine timing will come into play for the rest of it. So don't worry if you're like, you know what, this was a lot, this was heavy, and now this person's coming back and they're bothering me again. I just need space for myself to grow, to be who I am, and to get my head on straight, and to feel like I got my feet under me. Do that. Absolutely do that. Trust that. Be true to the journey, right? Going the distance. Be true to the journey. Because that's where that serendipity comes into play. That's where the wheel of fortune starts to turn, because you're making those choices that are earning the good karma, that are going to bring good karma your way. It's sending those positive vibes out into the universe. The Tower card. I see a lot of transformation. And I'll tell you, this King of Swords, you might hate my guts, he was a positive part of that. There was lessons to be learned in that relationship about not being taken advantage of, not giving to somebody who won't give back. You know, being able to recognize, okay, this is not reciprocal. This is just cycle. We go round and round and round. I give and give and give, and they take and take and take, and that's all we ever wind up with. And I just wind up feeling depleted, or like I gave everything and feeling taken advantage of. This is like learning that lesson so you don't repeat it in the future. Learning to choose a partner who you see and who's showing you with their behavior that they're giving as well. That's somebody worth investing, and I feel there is a very important lesson here. And during this period of time where you choose to go the distance, if you choose to live for yourself and be focused on yourself and your healing journey and building a life for you, that's another positive transition. I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourself in this journey, and healing, and sort of what's important to you, those core values in anybody else who you choose to have in your life or allow to come forward in your life, and the things you're not willing to compromise on. The Ace of Wands. Interesting. I see a lot of clarity in the Ace of Wands. Like, I see now. I see what it's supposed to be. Like, I see what I should have done. Looking back, I know hindsight's 20/20. But I feel like it's still valuable. There's still valuable lessons to be learned there. The Two of Pentacles. And this will help to bring you balance. The Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Is like, especially with that serendipity card. And the To Be Fair. I was feeling it early with the Oracle cards too. That piece of things, the meeting somebody new kind of things. I keep feeling like once you're making these choices, you're living life for yourself, you've been able to finally cut the last of the ties with this one from the past who keeps trying to communicate with you and come back kind of thing. And you kind of stand your ground in all of it. Be true to you. I feel swift change. So I think whoever the King of Pentacles is, whoever he represents, is actually bound to show up quite quickly after that. So I feel this like determination after we sort of send that King of Swords packing again. No, I'm not getting back into it. No, you haven't changed. I'm putting myself first now, and I'm not giving to somebody who won't give back. And once you're able to stand your ground and stay true to your journey, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be single for a while, and I'm going to be happy being single. I feel like the right person comes along. Like right after you've decided to be single for a bit, it's like that's the moment when divine timing has chosen to bring you forward somebody new. Swords. Because I keep feeling that with that Knight of Swords. Swift change, fast change, like somebody's coming to you. Seven of Pentacles. Once you're able to separate yourself from that heartbreak and really do for you, all of this stuff is part of the groundwork to an abundant harvest. These are things you need to do for yourself. This journey you're supposed to take. The lessons you're supposed to learn. All of the personal growth and that deeper understanding of yourself. And start getting on top of your emotions and sorting through all of the emotional things. I keep feeling like that's that groundwork. That's that groundwork. And being able to really do that and stay true to that path shows the universe that you are now ready for the abundant harvest. So don't hold yourself back too. Like, I don't know if you said, I want to take this time to be single, and then somebody new shows up and sort of brings an offering forward. I wouldn't say shut them out altogether. You don't have to jump into an engagement. You don't have to jump into the sack. You can tell them, I got out of something and I feel like I'm still healing from it. I'm open to friendship, but I just sort of want to take things slow because I'm not sure that I'm done with my journey yet of being by myself. If this is that true King of Pentacles who this read is talking about coming forward, that's somebody who's going to completely understand, and that's somebody who's going to respect it. It's somebody who has vision for the future like you do, and they're going to see that it's worth investing, taking time, and moving slower at a speed that you're comfortable with, because they know what they're progressing towards, and they can see the qualities that you share, and there's somebody who's going to want to get to know you too. The Sun card. I'm going to grab a few more here. Getting a lot of earth energy here too. The Devil card, whoa. The Devil card can represent Capricorn. The Hierophant can be Virgo. I'm getting a lot of earth energy here. What do we got? Page of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles. Both these cards came out sideways. Page of Cups. We're not sure if we're open to an offering. We're not sure if we want to hold back. I feel like indecision. I don't know. Am I ready for a new love? Am I ready for a new romance? Take it slow. Start it with friendship. It's the best way to find out. Because while you're friends and getting to know each other, you both might come to a realization that you don't have enough in common to have a romance. But you do make good friends. And that's just fine too. Or you might find as you get to know each other that you do have enough in common to make it worth investing in a deeper form of a relationship. But a friendship is a good basis for any relationship. You ought to be able to enjoy each other's company. You ought to be able to find things that you laugh about. Lovers, you don't have to jump in the sack right away. Absolutely not. Take your time. Take your time to get to know each other. I just said if they're like you are, if they are looking for somebody to invest in the long term, they're going to want to get to know who you are too. So I don't think they're going to have any problem with it. I don't get that vibe from the King of Pentacles. I feel understanding from this King of Pentacles. I feel maturity and stability in them. So this is something they're going to be able to understand and value. Don't be afraid to speak your truth in this, because I think that's part of your journey too, is being able to say what you mean. To say what's really going on with you and to be open with somebody. The World card. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by this person who steps forward in your life, though. That is the vibe, very distinct vibe that I keep getting with them and with these cards, that whoever's coming forward is somebody who's meant to come forward. Absolutely. Page of Pentacles. Start with that base of friendship. Start with that base friendship. It is a good solid foundation for any kind of relationship, is having that friendship, being able to enjoy each other's company. And then if that's a thing, if you can build that friendship, you guys have enough in common, it sets the foundation for something deeper for when you're ready to choose that. The 10 of Wands, this is a journey for you. I keep feeling journey in this 10 of Wands. I know a lot of times it represents sort of burdens or heavy burdens. In this card, I feel a lot of journey. And especially for your read. And I get pulled back to everything happens for a reason. Everything that you've been doing, it all leads us to where we need to go. Everyone who comes forward in our life, every experience that we've had. This King of Swords came forward for a reason. Dealing with him and the heartbreak with him, it all happened for a reason. And the choices that you make take you to where you're supposed to go. And I do feel like this journey and being true to your journey is going to take you to the person you're supposed to be with. I feel like that's going to be its own journey as well. I don't feel like it's going to be an overnight, now we're married, white picket fence, happily ever after thing. I think that's going to be a journey of getting to know each other, of building a deep bond, of building a deep friendship, a solid foundation for the future. But I do feel like that's a good one. Whoever's that new one who's stepping forward, your future lies in the new, not in the past. The past is about cycles. Trust your deep knowing. Trust that deep honesty that you've come to about who that person is. And I don't feel they're a raging horrible person, but I feel like they're very human and they have their own baggage. And they haven't even almost started to sort it out, because I still feel like they think their way of being is normal.